Your local insurance agency. So sorry to hear about your accident. Here's a check. Sign this.
We just signed with Martinez and Associates.
You know this isn't enough.
Sign. Oh!
Come on, baby!
It's a mistake to go against the auto insurance companies all alone. Just like it's a mistake to go against UTSA All-American linebacker Trey Moore.
Voted the best law firm in San Antonio 3 years running. Hire Martinez and Associates.
Introducing a new era in real estate investment. The JLM Real Estate Investment Team offers fast, simple solutions for distressed properties. Perhaps you've inherited a troubled property, or you have fallen behind on payments, or you don't have time to hassle with repairs. The JLM approach is built on ethics, understanding, and empathy. Jacob and Lisette Martinez promise you a hassle-free experience. Call them today.
When you belong to a place as much as it belongs to you, you call it home. A place to gather, entertain, and make memories near shops and a place to raise a family and grow. Life is good here and getting better. And at Brooks, we are just getting started. Live Brooks. When you
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light.
Do you own property that begs for a solution? Tacho Tovar and GBH Real Estate Solutions is here for that. Any condition, any situation, any location. Cash payment. The experts at GBH Real Estate Solutions can handle foundation repair, total interior rough-ins, or any other property need. From start to finish, GBH Real Estate Solutions will be there to make sure the job is done right. Whether the solution is a ground-up project, total renovation, or modernization, Tacho will see it through. Call GBH Real Estate Solutions today, or visit their Facebook page to see many more examples of their fine work. Tacho is waiting to hear from you. Oh, and did we mention? Tacho buys houses.
Hi, I'm from your local insurance agency. So sorry to hear about your accident. Here's a check. Sign this.
We just signed with Martinez and Associates.
You know this isn't enough.
Sign. Oh!
Come on, baby!
It's a mistake to go against the auto insurance companies all alone. Just like it's a mistake to go against UTSA All-American linebacker Trey Moore.
Voted the best law firm in San Antonio 3 years running. Hire Martinez and Associates.
Introducing a new era in real estate investment. The JLM Real Estate Investment Team offers fast, simple solutions for distressed properties. Perhaps you've inherited a troubled property, or you have fallen behind on payments, or you don't have time to hassle with repairs. The JLM approach is built on ethics, understanding, and empathy. Jacob and Lisette Martinez promise you a hassle-free experience. Call them today.
When you belong to a place as much as it belongs to you, you call it home. A place to gather, entertain, and make memories near shops, restaurants, and green spaces. A place to raise a family and grow. Life is good here and getting better. And at Brooks, we are just getting started. Live Brooks.
Do you own property that begs for a solution? Tacho Tovar and GBH Real Estate Solutions is here for that. Any condition, any situation, any location. Cash payment. The experts at GBH Real Estate Solutions can handle foundation repair, total interior rough-ins, or any other property need. From start to finish, GBH Real Estate Solutions will be there to make sure the job is done right. Whether the solution is a ground-up project, total renovation, or modernization, Tacho will see it through. Call GBH Real Estate Solutions today. Or visit their Facebook page to see many more examples of their fine work. Tacho is waiting to hear from you. Oh, and did we mention? Tacho buys houses.
Prom 2023 is just around the corner, and you want to look.
And we welcome you to RC Audio Sports and the Dungeon at Southwest High School, home of the Dragons. A big 28-5A volleyball game. Only 3 matches left in the loop schedule. Southwest and South San both have their sights set on the dance. And Southwest looking good, leading the pack. Southwest at the far end of the top 4. We're going to visit with you about that in just a minute. This is Robert Villafranca alongside Brian Janselson. Cesar Mendez will handle the tech table and cameras for us tonight. Brian, back at the Dungeon, what do you think?
Yeah, I can't wait to watch these two teams square off. You know, we've been talking about it all pregame, and it's what you like to call the insurance game, and I know you can touch on that a little bit more as well, but both these teams in a good spot, respectively, in different spots, but both feeling good about their seasons, both in the driver's seat to make the playoffs, but Southwest aiming for a district championship, while South San is aiming to get back into the playoffs with that 4th seed.
Exactly right. The Southwest Dragons in the driver's seat in the race for the gold ball, and South San in the driver's seat in the race for that 4th seed. A little bit of an insurance game, as we mentioned in our newsletter today. Southwest win today would give them a little bit of insurance in that race against Harlandale. Harlandale is 1 game behind them, and a win tonight would virtually, if not mathematically, would virtually assure the Southwest Dragons of nothing less than a share of the district championship. Of course, a caveat goes along with that. The Southwest Dragons would have to take care of business on the final night against the Southwest Legacy Titans. And now South San also in a race for that 4th seed against McCullum. They beat McCullum in the 1st round, so a win here tonight would be a big insurance game. And if South San wins tonight, it would mean that McCullum would basically have to beat South San and beat Harlandale on the final night of district play in order to just get a tie and force a play-in game. So it's really not an elimination game for either, really doesn't clinch a berth for either, but a big insurance game that's going to have a huge impact on the district championship race and also the top 4 seeds.
Yeah, and you know, it's interesting to think about it this way, because you might imagine that the 4th seed actually has more pressure, more on the line. But the way you described it, and you can never assume things, you have to play the matches on the court. But looking at South San's schedule, they could afford a loss today, but Southwest really cannot, because then they have to go to Harlandale. That's right. So this is, in many ways, a bigger game for the Southwest Dragons to keep it rolling at home, because they can't lose sight of what they've been fighting for all year.
Well, it comes down to your target. And for the Southwest Dragons, we talked about how Coach Catherine Cortez has got the Dragons on an upward trajectory and has had them on an upward trajectory for at least the last 3 years. And their sights, they're aiming for a district championship. They've got an invite to the dance. They're going to the playoffs. They can finish no less than 2nd place. But if you follow that trajectory, the Southwest Dragons finished 2nd place last year, and they're hoping for a better finish. So, so a lot of pressure on. It's a pressure game, and it's a privilege, as they say. It is a privilege to play in a pressure game. We all, we come to a pressure game, and we fret about it sometimes, but it really is a privilege, and it's the Dragons' privilege for having played so well all season long that they have that kind of pressure on them here tonight. And then Friday, big match at Harlandale. Harlandale's hosting that one in a rematch. Southwest won the first match against Harlandale in the 1st round of play. That one, let me look at my notes real quick. That went 3-1. We had it here, didn't we, Brian?
Yeah, that was an exhilarating matchup. This place was jam-packed, and I can still hear my ears ringing from that gym.
The student section was out for that game, and the student section comes out for every game. Yes, indeed. I think we said on our social media that was the loudest gym that we've ever. That's the loudest gym that we've ever streamed from, and I'm gonna hold to that. Again, Robert Villafranca alongside Brian Yancels and Cesar Mendez will handle camera and tech duties. You're at the dungeon at the campus of Southwest High School. Big volleyball game. South San taking the trip here to Southwest to meet the Dragons. You're watching high school volleyball on RC Audio Sports YouTube channel. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm from your local insurance agency. So sorry to hear about your accident. Here's a check. Sign this.
We just signed with Martinez and Associates.
You know this isn't enough.
Signed. Oh!
Come on, baby!
It's a mistake to go against the auto insurance companies all alone. Just like it's a mistake to go against UTSA All-American linebacker Trey Moore.
Voted the best law firm in San Antonio 3 years running. Hire Martinez and Associates.
Introducing a new era in real estate investment. The JLM Real Estate Investment Team offers fast, simple solutions for distressed properties. Perhaps you've inherited a troubled property, or you have fallen behind on payments, or you don't have time to hassle with repairs. The JLM approach is built on ethics, understanding, and empathy. Jacob and Lisette Martinez promise you a hassle-free experience. Call them today.
And we bring you back live to the dungeon here at the campus of Southwest High School, home of the Dragons. The Dragons hosting South San tonight in a battle between two teams that fancy themselves a playoff bound. The Southwest Dragons have secured a playoff bid. The South San Bobcats still yet to do so. Robert Villafranca alongside Brian Yancelson. Brian, tell us a little bit about those South San Bobcats.
Absolutely. Thanks, Coach. The South San Bobcats coming into tonight 21-19 on the year, 6-5 in district play, hanging on to that fourth spot. That would be a playoff spot if the season ended today, but it does not end today. They still have some games left to play, so they will be looking to pull off the upset here on the road. And as I was preparing for this game and still looking at this roster, you got to call it the A team for South San, and that's because a lot of their key players have names that start with A. Araceli Rangel, the senior setter, will be doing much of the assisting tonight. Angelina Munoz, the senior hitter, she is a firecracker there. And Ariana Gomez with 293 kills as well. Just a little bit more than Angelina Munoz, but right there, Ariana, Angelina, Araceli, a pretty good A team for South San.
Triple A indeed. The South San Bobcats also have a couple of seniors. Well, one senior that's hit the milestone, another senior that hopes to do so tonight. Angelina Munoz, 1,500 career assists. She reached the milestone. Last Friday, she didn't have 1,500 on Friday, but she reached a career milestone on Friday at Eagle Pass, Texas, playing win. Angelina Munoz, congratulations, 1,500 assists in her high school career. Evelyn Pardo, you won't find a more athletic libero. She's going to be all over the place, cat-like reflexes, and she is 6 digs shy of the 1,500 career dig milestone. Evelyn Pardo, 6 digs shy of that milestone. Angelina Munoz hit that milestone in assists in Eagle Pass last Friday. Along the A's that Brian told us about, look for Eternity Saldana, sophomore middle hitter, to give you a lot of action on the net. If you see it, if there's a joust, I'm going to guess that Eternity is going to be a part of that. Also very interesting in the season to watch, young Jocelyn Torres is a sophomore, also a middle hitter. She's been a basketball player her entire life, and Coach Mark Raff met with her in the hallway, said, hey, why don't you give volleyball a try? And she did, and she's been outstanding in the spots that she's been brought in. But again, an outstanding basketball player. She's got a bright future ahead of her with volleyball as well, and we've enjoyed watching her grow and mature and develop as a middle hitter in volleyball. Besides that, you mentioned Angelina Munoz, Ariana Gomez. Evelyn Pardo doesn't start with an A, but she's on the A team for sure. A senior libero with 504 digs this year. She gets 6 digs tonight. She reaches that 1,500 dig milestone for a career. But again, Evelyn Pardo, the libero, you will. I'm sure that we're gonna watch some amazing plays, because every single night that she hits the court, she does some pretty amazing things. Again, Robert Villafranca, we're at the Dungeon at Southwest High School. The Southwest Dragons will be hosting the South San Bobcats tonight. Robert Villafranca alongside Brian Janselson. Cesar Mendez on cameras tonight. We'll be right back.
The On-Par Golf Academy at Mission Del Lago was designed and developed to offer not only the highest quality golf instruction in San Antonio, but so much more. With its experienced staff and its TrackMan indoor and outdoor training facility, On-Par Golf has the capability to meet all your golf improvement needs. From its junior golf programming to its entertainment and hosting services, OPG has got you covered. So if you're ready to take your golf game to the next level, come see us at On-Par Golf.
Prom 2023 is just around the corner, and you want to look your best. At Rex Formal Wear, we've got you covered. Choose from a wide range of styles and sizes, and let our expert staff help you find the perfect fit. Don't wait. Come in and reserve your tuxedo today. Visit now and be the talk of the night.
Welcome back to Southwest High School, where there really is no better place to be in the city if you want to look for some high-quality volleyball, and that is because the Southwest Dragons just continue to roll through district play and even non-district play. 33-4 on the year, including a perfect 11-0 in District 28-5A. And how are they doing it? Well, it's impossible to not start with number 5 junior outside hitter Addison Bartlett, leading this team with nearly 500 kills on the year. She is ranked 30th in the state in kills, so it's not just in the district, not just in the city. Addison Bartlett is one of the best in the entire state of Texas. She's got some help, though, and it's some fellow juniors. Sierra Flores, outside hitter, and Alyssa Courage, she's an outside hitter, but she plays in the middle a lot. They've got over 200 kills apiece, and they really help out Addison Bartlett when she gets a lot of the attention. But no hitter is a hitter without a setter, and that is certainly the case for the Dragons, and they've got a star in Starlet Oyuela. At the end of last week, she was ranked 39th in the state with 75 aces, and she does most of her work assisting her teammates. And so that core four for the Dragons are some of the names to look out for. But Coach, it's really been from top to bottom that these Dragons have been absolutely dominating through their season.
We've enjoyed watching the Southwest Dragons throughout 28-5A district play. Addison Bartlett, Starlet Oyuela, and Alyssa Curd have all been players of the game for us on different games that we have streamed. And you are exactly right. Addison Bartlett, 475 kills, stands out, ranks 30th in the state, as you said. That stands out. But also, she is a full rotation player. Addison Bartlett, 199 assists, 76 service aces, 195 digs, and 33 blocks. So you're going to see her in all 6 rotations doing some great things. She's a junior and a bright future ahead of her, for her. The Southwest Dragons also have an outstanding libero, Serenity Carey, 440 digs this year. She's a senior. She's been with this team. She's part of that upward trajectory, along with the names that you named, and Coach Catherine Cortez, that's the win total that they had last year. I like to point out the upward trajectory that Coach Catherine Cortez has the Southwest Dragons on. 2 years ago, 19-12. 2 years ago, 19-12, 7-7. They finished 5th in District 28-5A. Last year, 32-11, 11-3, finished 2nd, made it to the area round. This year again, they've got their sights set on that district championship. A win here tonight will virtually assure them at least a share of the district championship. So there, there's your example of how every year they have just taken a step up up, and we'll see if they are able to continue that upward trajectory here tonight. If they they've already surpassed last year's win total. If they win tonight, they virtually assure themselves a share of the district championship. That would be a step up, and then once we're in the playoffs, we'll see if the Southwest Dragons can surpass that area finish last year. Again, Robert Villafranca alongside Brian Yanselson, Cesar Mendez handling tech and camera here tonight. You're at the dungeon, and we're watching high school volleyball on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel. We'll be right back.
Prom 2023 is just around the corner, and you want to look your best. At Rex Formal Wear, we've got you covered. Choose from a wide range of styles and sizes and let our expert staff help you find the perfect fit. Don't wait. Come in and reserve your tuxedo today. Visit now and be the talk of the night.
When you belong to a place as much as it belongs to you, you call it home. A place to gather, entertain, and make memories near shops, restaurants, and green spaces. A place to raise a family and grow. Life is good here and getting better. And at Brooks, we are just getting started. Live Brooks.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light.
Welcome back to Southwest High School. Brian Yanselson here with Coach Robert Villafranca. We are getting ready for some high-quality volleyball between the South San Bobcats and the Southwest Dragons. Coach, you've been watching these teams all season long. It's almost over. It's hard to believe how close we are to the end of the season. What do you think will be the key for each of these teams to pull out a victory tonight?
Well, the key for South San to beat Southwest is going to be find an answer to a question that no one's found an answer to, is find a way to stop Addison Bartlett's kills there at the net. She's an aggressive attacker, and Coach Cortez has figured out different schemes, and they will find. You'll see her on the left front, you'll see her on the right front, you'll see her in the middle, and she is a great attacker even from behind the 10-foot line. So it's a question that hasn't been answered this year. South San gets an opportunity to do that. You will not beat Southwest if you can't slow Addison Bartlett down. For Southwest, the key to their success for most of the season is jumping out to some early success, kind of taking the wind out of the opponent's sails, demoralizing them early, and then just finishing off as we go. The South San Bobcats have an excellent defense. Again, I mentioned. Or you mentioned Angelina Munoz, an outside hitter, Ariana Gomez, an outside hitter, Eternity Saldana, a middle hitter. And so maybe the answer to slowing down Addison Bartlett is somewhere in among those three. But don't forget Evelyn Pardo, the libero. If the ball gets through that the block at the net, she's a great backup. She's back there. She reminds me of a softball catcher in that she's always in a good spot. She'll leave her feet, and she's very good at saving balls, even with that one-arm save, one-hand save. So again, hyping her up. I'm sure that you'll see what I'm talking about once this game starts. But South San has got to figure out a way to slow Addison down. Got to not let Southwest jump out and get some early success. And for South San, they've got to be consistent. They've got to block. They've got to help Evelyn Pardo when she's making those digs on the back road.
Yeah, and it's of course easier said than done, right? Everybody knows that Addison Bartlett is going to make some damage, but it's just so impossible to stop her sometimes. And part of what makes Southwest so difficult to beat is their defense, because you've talked about, okay, South San will have to play solid defense against the Dragons, but the Dragons, if you've heard us all year long, and you'll hear us talk about it throughout the game as well, their dig or die mentality. They are going to dive for everything. They're going to keep balls alive, and so that kind of wears out an opponent. So even if you do get a good possession, even if you get a quality swing that you're happy with, if it doesn't go down, do you get demoralized as an offense, and do you leave your guard down, or are you able to recover? That's why they've been able to just wear down so many opponents. And I agree, the key for Southwest, don't let South San hang around at all. Don't let them gain any sort of hope. They're the road team. They're playing the undefeated team. And if you give them any glimmer of hope, they're going to capitalize on it. So let's see if the Dragons can come out to a fast start and really put their foot on the gas.
One of the things in your summary, Brian, that you brought to mind is how Southwest really has been able to keep, and you don't get to 11-0 without this ability. They keep the opponent's defenses on their heels. We've watched a couple of games where really Southwest had the benefit of so many free balls. It's hard to come back. It's hard to, when they're attacking as aggressively as they are, it's hard to set, it's hard to pass, set, and get a kill back. And many of the balls that come from the opponent's side over to the Southwest Dragons side are of the free ball variety. So you can't win a game that way, and you can't beat the Southwest Dragons that way either. We're about 44 seconds from starting this up. We're going to take a real short break. You're watching high school volleyball on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel.
When you belong to a place as much as it belongs to you, you call it home. A place to gather, entertain, and make memories near shops, restaurants, and green spaces. A place to raise a family and grow. Life is good here and getting better. And at Brooks, we are just getting started. Live Brooks.
We are just about ready to get things underway. Both teams finishing their warm-ups. We got to watch the JV squads a little bit before this one. Southwest Dragons pulling that out in 2 sets. It was a closer first set, but the second set was a dominant 25-11 win for the Dragons. As you've talked about, Coach Catherine Cortez is building this program from the bottom up. This is her 5th year as head coach for Southwest, but her 6th season with the Dragons in general. And it starts at the bottom, so they get a win. They're hoping to carry that momentum into their varsity match.
Kayla Margraf has coached South San for a number of years as well. She brings South San over to 5A. South San playing in a very tough 6A district prior to this most recent alignment. And they have come through, the Bobcats have come through with some with great success across the sports in 5A competition. So Kayla Margraf as well setting up a great program there at South San. And one of the things that helps both of these programs is the amount of pride that you have in these communities, South San and Southwest. A lot of expectations there. They expect their kids to succeed in the classroom, on the court, on the field, and those expectations a lot of times will lead to the success that we're seeing from Southwest and South San.
Really should be a fun one. We're getting ready to hear the teams introduced, and we'll also have the national anthem. So stick around with us. You're watching high school volleyball on RC Audio Sports.
When you're hit by a motor vehicle, there's nobody that tells you that there's most likely going to be $1 billion insurance company protecting the driver that just hit you. It's a mistake to play in traffic, just like it's a mistake to go against an auto insurance company all alone. When you get into a car crash, don't fight the $1 billion auto insurance companies alone. If you've been injured in a car crash, call Martinez & Associates today at 210-337-1111.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Texas, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
national anthem has concluded, and all we need now are starting lineups. The gym continues to get filled up here at the Dungeon. Also like to call it the Dragon's Den, especially when it gets really loud in here. But what we know for sure is that it'll be high-pressured, high-stakes volleyball. Both teams with a lot to play for. South San and Southwest both looking to return to the playoffs for the second consecutive year. But as we've talked about in this little pregame segment, Southwest looking for a whole lot more than just a playoff berth, Coach.
South San indeed looking for more than just a playoff berth, hoping to get in there and get by that bi-district round and move on. They're currently battling with McCullum. They beat McCullum in the first round, so they're in the driver's seat for that 4th seed. But a win here tonight would give them great insurance.
Get a closer look at the starting lineup for Southwest. First, the entire team is introduced.
Medina, Serenity Carey is number 2. Number 3, Kathleen Bendeley. Number 4, Sierra Flores. Number 5, Addison Bartlett. Number 6, going across, Emily Erfurth. And number 8, Sindel Versta. Number 9, Starlet Oyuela, the player of the game the last time we were here. And Alyssa Kern will follow her. Number 11 is Anaí Lizama. Number 12, Myra Medina. Number 17 is Deborah Alele, a sophomore with a bright future ahead of her. And number 18 is Alana Medina. And number 20 is Briazia Osborne. Lining up at the 10-foot line here. And ready to go. That was a full lineup. The starters for the Southwest Dragons will likely be Serenity Carey, Sierra Flores, Addison Bartlett, Emily Herford, Sindel Versta, Starlet Oyuela, and Alyssa Hurd. We're going to have to wait to see the 6 that take the floor for the South San Bobcats.
Just like the music in the gym is saying, though, let's get this party started.
Let's get it started. The Southwest Dragons and the South San Dragons in a huddle. I don't think that they need a whole lot of reminder of how important this game is. A win here tonight for either one of these teams would really level out that hill and make things a lot easier for them going into the final 3 games of the season. For South San, Southwest tonight, McCullum, and then Southside. For Southwest, again, South San tonight, and then Harlandale, a big game on Friday in Indian Territory over at Harlandale High School, and they'll finish with the ISD intra-ISD rival, Southwest Legacy.
Starting lineup for the South San Bobcats as they take the floor. Number 1, Annika Martinez. Number 3, Emma Reyes. Number 8, Eternity Saldana. Number 11, Jocelyn Torres. Number 12, Angelina Munoz. And number 14, Ariana Gomez. Referees making sure everything is set rotation-wise. One last conversation with Coach Kayla Markgraf. And there we have the liberos now entering for both. So there's number 20, Evelyn Pardo. Try to keep track of it with us at home. She needs 6 digs to reach that 1,500 career dig milestone. A big-time number for the senior libero, wearing white as the Bobcats wear their bright blue tops. Dragons wearing white, and the libero, Serenity Carey, wearing the dragon green. And it'll be number 9, the senior setter, Starlet Oyuela, to get things underway. We are at Southwest High School, the Dragon Den, right off of Dragon Lane, also known as right off of Loop 1604.
Starlet Oyuela was ranked 39th in the state with 75 aces. Here before we start the game tonight, she's got 83. There she goes.
Solid serve for her. South San takes the first swing of the game, and there's Oyuela with the dig. It'll be a right side attack, and therefore the dig is Munoz. So the Bobcats get another offensive attack, but unable to put it over is Martinez. So 1-0 Southwest as we are underway. Oyuela right back to the back row. It'll be a back row attack, but Oyuela, look at her go, not only serving, but digging. Bobcats go on the opposite side this time, but there's Carey for the dive. However, her teammates unable to pick up that pass, so the Bobcats get it right back even at 1.
It's very early, Brian, but I like what I see from South San. We talked about how the Southwest Dragons have really kept their opponents on their heels and have had their opponents send a lot of free balls back across the net. Haven't seen a free ball yet. Maybe a down ball, but really not a free ball yet from the Bobcats.
Number 4, the sophomore Leilani Diaz in to serve for South San. Addison Bartlett gets it going early. First kill of the game for her, 2-1 Southwest.
And the set, not exactly where Addison would have wanted it, but again, an example of how she can change direction, change mind in the air. She can make a setter even better.
Sierra Flores goes right down the line, and there to dunk it down is Bartlett. So kill number 2 out of 3 for the Dragons.
You won't get away with very many overpasses here against Southwest Dragon. You saw Addison Bartlett there at the net, and Alyssa Curd. You'll see her push back. We've got a call there that we missed. That point actually goes to the. That point is going to go to the Bobcats. Somebody must have touched the net, Brian.
Yeah, and they still haven't corrected it on the scoreboard, but it is now 2-2 as the Bobcats then get an ace. So a turnaround there for the Bobcats after we thought Bartlett got another kill. It was Eternity Saldana with an ace.
Scoreboard showing Southwest with 3. I've got South San with 3, Brian. We'll see if they correct
it should
that.
be South San 3, Southwest 2, and nearly another ace for Saldana, but it'll be a Bobcat free ball. Plenty of options to go to. It'll be the right side attack. Not going to land as Oyuela's there again, but a free ball for South San. This time they'll go to the middle, but there's Carey. Bartlett trying to hammer it home, but no go. This Bobcat defense playing really well. But then a back row attack won't land there for Saldana. So the defense that we highlighted for South San there, just unable to finish it offensively.
Until the scoreboard agrees with us, we're just going to have to agree with them, Brian. I'm going to go with that until the official's turning back around.
Yeah, head coach Catherine Cortez is making sure the officials know that it is 3-3, and there we go. See, we know what we're up to,
We
Coach.
know what we're talking about. There you go. It was going to be very hard for me to call a score that wasn't up on the board all set long.
All even at 3 with Serenity Carey's serve. Nice block there by Bartlett. Down ball sent over by the Bobcats. And there's a dig for Diaz. Not really what the Bobcats want. Typically there with Pardo, the libero, swinging from the back row, but it works anyway.
Well, you got to love it when your libero gets in on the attack action from way behind the 10-foot line. They set to her. It looked like that was intentional and not just a make-up play there. Pardo gets a kill.
Rangel goes to the weak spot in the defense. Alele a little too much on that one, and another South San point. 5-3 Bobcats early in set 1. Bobcats want to stay away from Carey on the serve. Carey gets to this one, but it'll go out. Another South San point. So typically you want to stay away from the libero, often the most accurate serve receiver, but the Bobcats testing her, and it's working. 6-3 Bobcats. Rangel this time goes to Flores. Out of the back row comes Bartlett, and she taps it home. So breaking that run makes it 6-4 South San in set 1.
A great repertoire of attacks. Addison Bartlett, not to belabor the point, but she brings power, and then she brings smarts as well. A lot of times she'll make a read once she's left her feet, and that ball's going to go in the direction as she reads the defense. Great job by Addison Bartlett.
After her kill, she'll head to the service line. A lot on that one, though, so that'll be a service error. 7-4 South San. Southwest doesn't quite look in rhythm right now. The junior Ariana Gomez serving for South San. Bobcats wearing that bright pink sleeve. Carey gets underneath this one. Bartlett will push it to the middle, but that one is going to be rejected. The freshman couldn't put it down. Now Bartlett has to keep it alive. Alyssa Curd from the outside, and that one had plenty of firepower to it. So there's one of those terrific juniors, Alyssa Curd, with the kill. 7-5, South San.
The Southwest Dragons will play a 6-1 offensive set, but Addison Bartlett gets in the mix there and does a lot of assisting herself. We'll talk about her numbers in just a bit.
First we've seen of Emily Erfurt. Bobcats really liking that back row swinging from Munoz, but she is dug. However, Bobcats get right back defensively. A combo of Martinez and Torres blocks work, and it's 8-5 South San.
And number 11, Jocelyn Torres, we talked to you a little bit about her before the game. She's a longtime basketball player. Started volleyball this year, and you can see she's really developed into a great blocker. Evelyn Pardo can't keep that one in. So another service error. We've seen a couple of those from these teams as the energy in the gym continues to pick up, but it's early, 8-6 South San. This occurred with a funky serve. Push to the outside, and too much sauce on that swing from Saldana. Eternity, I think she stepped up a little bit too much on the set and had the ball was back behind her. She just wasn't able to get on top of it. Went long. Curd going right down the line. Munoz has some trouble with it. She's going to have to just put it over. Dragons with a good opportunity here. It'll be Flores, but the defense of the back row continues to shine for the Bobcats. Curd chases this one down. Now Erfurt. The down ball nearly becomes a kill, and it does. So how about that for Sierra Flores? All tied up at 8 in set number 1. Help me out here, Brian. Have you seen South San send a free ball back over the net yet? It's as if Coach Markgraf says, we're going to be aggressive even if we don't get the shot that we want. I don't want it going back. You're absolutely right. Erfurt there defensively with the dig. Bartlett sends it over on 2 and trying to hammer at home, but running into the net. A little too much time that time for Sindel versus Stuff. So South San back on top. I'm going to give Evelyn Pardo a credit for a dig on that rally, and she needs 5 more for her 1,500 career digs. Dragons have been pretty smart trying to avoid her, but she finds her way to most. Bartlett pushes it to the freshman. Welcome to the game, Myra Medina. Freshman outside hitter, just 4 kills on the year, make it 5. And she'll come right out after that one. In for her is Oyuela, so 9-9 in set 1. Coach Cortez going to all sorts of faces on the bench. On that last kill, tell me again, Myra Medina, the freshman, boy, she just really stepped into it. Great timing. There's that great touch on the serve, but the Dragons have to still work with it. Dig in the back row by Gomez. Right side swing right into the arms of Oyuela. She is everywhere, isn't she? And then an awkward angle for Flores. Couldn't get it across, so the Bobcats are the first to double digits. Brian, again, I don't want to belabor this point either, but there are a lot of balls that South San could have sent back in a very conservative manner. And they're just in full attack mode. It's just we're just going to go for it. We're going to swing tonight. We're here to swing. Erfurt had to back up to get to it, but this is a good look for Bartlett. However, she is not going to get it over the block of the Bobcats. Make that Saldana combining with Gomez. South San in the net, Brian. So that's going to go to Southwest, and we're all tied up at 10 apiece. It is so rare that Bartlett doesn't get a point, so it makes sense that something was wrong on that one. So 10-10, as you said, Coach. Flores to the libero. Oh, my goodness. Rejected by Bartlett. Ball still alive. It'll be Bartlett on offense now. High arcing shot, dug by Pardo. There's 2 digs for her out of 6 needed. Right back at you, Carey with the dig. Can Bartlett finish it? Yes, she can. Southwest jumps on top 11-10. We'll get a look at that replay. Really solid defense back and forth, but at the end of the day, too much to defend Bartlett. Flores with the serve. Late adjustment there on the reception. Block gets up there for Alele. Very interesting touch that time by Munoz. It looked like she was going to set it behind her back. Instead, it
essentially worked as a dump.
I love it. A back set, you don't often see a back set dump as Munoz did there, and caught the Dragons by surprise, and it landed on the court.
Now the real question is, did she mean to do that? We don't know, but it worked. 11-11 in the first set. Floater of a serve, able to get to it there was Medina, and then the kill, Alele switching over to the right side for Southwest, and they're right back on top, 12-11. And number 1 is Madeline Medina, while number 12 is Myra Medina. So both Medinas making an impact early. Nice tip shot for Gomez. No one was there. 12-12 as we continue to go back and forth in set 1. Take a look at this replay. Coach, you mentioned it doesn't always have to be power. Grace works as well. South San not going away in this first set. Oyuela chases it down. Here comes a free ball for South San. Bump to the right side and put on the court. Ariana Gomez, the junior.
Just a great set, right where she wanted it, in rhythm, and down she puts it.
Bartlett out of the middle, and you know the rest. There was a touch and another kill for Bartlett. We've seen her swing from the outside, from the right side, from the back row, and now from the middle. She is everywhere. 13-all in set 1. Ranked in the top 30 in the entire state of Texas is Addison Bartlett. Over 400 kills. Here she goes from behind the service line. Out is the call on that swing from Munoz, so she had some opening there, but couldn't get it down. Southwest back on top by 1. Rangel able to get it to the middle, and Torres does the rest. So it was a difficult position for the setter to be in. Typically you see those just sent to the outside, but the middle able to come in and save it. 14-all.
That's an intimidating block there at the net. You get a double block like that, you just as soon go over it. The South San Bobcats successfully twice over that block for points.
Gomez meets Carey. An adjustment mid-air and still able to get it down was Alyssa Curd. She didn't quite get the footsteps she wanted.
I'm not sure I got that one, Brian, but I want to take another look at it. That was, she right hand, nope, left hand, let's go, and gets it down on the Bobcat side of the court.
Hey, whatever it takes. We've seen both teams not play perfectly, but they're making it work on both sides of the court. Out of the middle, dug by Bartlett. Chasing it down is Carey. And now a free ball for the Bobcats. Who do they go to? It'll be Munoz off the hand of Erfurth, and that's going to be 4 touches called on the Dragons. So an initial save, but that was enough power from Munoz to make it 15-all in set 1.
Neither team has been able to muster more than 3 consecutive points. Back and forth. You get the feeling that it's the feel of a heavyweight fight, just kind of feeling each other out here. Nobody really going for the big blow yet.
Make it an ace for Evelyn Pardo. She comes right off the bench and puts it right down for another Bobcat lead. 16-15, she'll try to do it again.
29 service aces for the South San Libero coming into the match tonight.
And we've counted 2 digs for her, now 4 shy of 1,500. Had to stop in her tracks there, it did Flores. Bobcats able to defend it, and then they're going to be called for a double. Whenever you see an awkward spin on the ball off the hands of a setter, usually a double, and it is in this case 16-16. Southwest Dragons 33-4, 11-0 in district play, looking to keep that perfect record intact. Alyssa Curd, make it an ace for her. She wants to keep that perfect record. Dragons up 17-16.
Alyssa Curd, another one of those Southwest Dragons that plays the full rotation. She's a star on the front row, but she can do some back row things too.
She was the player of the game when they beat Harlandale. She is up to her old tricks again. Rangel back set. But there is Erfurt defensively. Bartlett, though, couldn't get there on the second touch.
Angelina Munoz from about the 10-foot line. Great timing, fixed her feet, got it down right down that right sideline.
Yeah, Munoz and Gomez continue to be a dynamic duo. Munoz, number 12, with this serve. It'll have to be a down ball and out. Couldn't keep it in the court there, could Flores, so the Bobcats right back up, 18-17. And we're inching closer to that 20-point mark where the set really starts to get interesting. Munoz surveying her options, goes to the libero. Erfurt will bump it up. And running into the top of the tape there is Verstuff. And a 2-point lead for the South Sam Bobcats will lead to our first timeout of the evening. Bobcats 19, Dragons 17. You're watching high school volleyball on RC Audio Sports.
Hi, I'm from your local insurance agency. So sorry to hear about your accident. Here's a check. Sign this.
We just signed with Martinez and Associates.
You know this isn't enough.
Sign. Oh!
Come on, baby! It's a mistake to go against the auto insurance companies all alone. Just like it's a mistake to go against UTSA All-American linebacker Trey Moore.
Voted the best law firm in San Antonio 3 years running. Hire Martinez and Associates.
Welcome back to Southwest High School, where we have a little bit of a surprising score on our hands so far in set one. The Bobcats up 19-17 over the undefeated Southwest Dragons. Still plenty of time in this first set, but Coach, the Bobcats are looking very good tonight.
We talked about one of the objectives for the Bobcats was not to let Southwest jump out to an early lead, and they've certainly done that. Not only have they denied an early lead, the South San Bobcats on top by 2.
Angelina Munoz out of the timeout gets an ace to make it 20-17 South San.
4 straight points for the South San Bobcats. We were all tied up Dragons, I beg your pardon, up 17-16, 4 points. 4 straight points for the South San Bobcats. They've hit the 20-point mark.
Longest run of the night for either team, and another tough serve by Munoz. It'll be Verstuff from the outside, but the defense is there. Offense going for the Bobcats. Bartlett gets their hands on it, but it'll be a down ball, free ball for the Bobcats. Can they get their hands on it? Out of the middle, not going to go down for Saldana. Flores outside for the Dragons, not down either. Off speed there from the outside from South San. Now a dump attempt is not going to fool anybody. Both teams going back and forth here. Bartlett pushes it right back over. Pardo trying to settle things down. Off speed look by Reyes is met. Flores finally says, I've had enough. Ends a 4-0 run and a big point for Southwest on a long, long rally.
Flores gets the set by the liberos. Ernie Carey, they're on the left front. And like you said, she said, that's enough. We're going to go to the next point.
If there's anybody the Dragons want serving down in a set, it's Oyuela. Reyes couldn't get her arm around it the way she wanted to. So an attacking air for her makes it just a 1-point Bobcat lead, 20-19 in set one. And Oyuela is hurrying up at the service line, goes quickly. And look at that. The chaos caused by the quick serve. Bartlett just able to dunk it down. And after the timeout, it was 20-17 South San, but now it's 20-all. Oyuela not messing around back there. Down ball sent by the Bobcats. Carey gets to it. Oyuela will get the setup. Flores. And it'll be a kill for Sierra Flores. 21 now the lead in favor of the Dragons. 4 consecutive points puts them up in set one. You're watching high school volleyball on RC Audio Sports.
Introducing a new era in real estate investment. The JLM Real Estate Investment Team offers fast, simple solutions for distressed properties. Perhaps you've inherited a troubled property, or you have fallen behind on payments, or you don't have time to hassle with repairs. The JLM approach is built on ethics, understanding, and empathy. Jacob and Lisette Martinez promise you a hassle-free experience. Call them today.
Welcome back to Southwest High School. Dragons now up 21-20 in set one after a 4-0 run. Coach Villafranca, I think we're seeing why Starlet Oyuela has over 80 service aces. She knows how to change up that rhythm behind the service line.
Well, very interesting that she did that, like a pitcher in baseball, just kind of changing the rhythm of the game. Tell me how that affects a receiving team.
Well, you know, you get into this lull, you expect this back and forth rhythm, you step behind the service line, you get into position, but if she goes right away on the whistle, the Bobcats haven't been ready for the last couple, and look at her go right now. The whistle blows and she is off with the serve. Bobcats this time ready after the timeout, but she has done a masterful job getting her team back in it, and then there goes Bartlett with a tap down and a kill. So the largest lead, if you can believe it, for Southwest, 22-20 in set number one.
Well, metaphorically, I guess the receiving team is always in the batter's box, so that pitcher can bring it as soon as that whistle blows. So Oyuela is doing that. She's stepping into the whistle.
She sure is. Another serve by Oyuela. Down ball from the right side for the Bobcats. Carey chases it down. Bartlett gets up there, and there's a kill for Bartlett, and a perfect example of her capacity as a player. Doesn't always have to look pretty, but she can still get a point and forces another South San timeout. Dragons 23, Bobcats 20. You're watching high school volleyball on RC Audio Sports.
Gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light.
Oyuela serving up 23-20. More problems caused for South San. And out on the swing is Saldana, 24-20 Southwest. And I don't know if you remember, folks at home, a couple of minutes ago, we said no one the Dragons would rather have serving down than Oyuela. Well, a 7-0 run with her behind the service line, trying to finish up this set. Down ball, perfect rhythm here for the Dragons. Flores out. So they had it all set up for them, but couldn't get it in the court. So the Bobcats stay alive for now.
Flores was loaded for bear. She just wasn't able to land that one down. I think wisely, the South San Bobcats, as proven by where the ball landed, they ducked it and get the point to stop a 7-point run by the Dragons.
Oyuela, though, goes to the middle, and Verstuck never got her momentum under her. So 24-22 Dragons still with set point, but they've gotten two resisted by the Bobcats so far. Gonna need two more if you're Leilani Diaz. Bartlett had to stop in her tracks, and that was just enough to allow the dig to happen. That lands out on the block. Some miscommunication there between the officials, but the call is the right one. Ariana Gomez gets the kill, and it is 24-23 Southwest. Leilani Diaz with 3 straight points. Confusion there between Curry and Erfurth. It'll be a free ball for South San. Pardo, Gomez met at the net, then the down ball just sent over. Wild point here as Pardo gets another dig. Here comes Gomez, and it's down. Tie ball game thanks to Ariana Gomez, and Catherine Cortez is calling a timeout, but we'll look at this replay. Wild sequence ends up in a kill for number 14. You're watching high school volleyball on RC Audio Sports.
The On Par Golf Academy at Mission Del Lago was designed and developed to offer not only the highest quality golf instruction in San Antonio, but so much more. With its experienced staff and its TrackMan indoor and outdoor training facility, On Par Golf has the capability to meet all your golf improvement needs. From its junior golf programming to its entertainment and hosting services, OPG has got you covered. So if you're ready to take your golf game to the next level, come see us at On Par Golf.
Well, it was a game of back and forth, neither team with big runs, except we've had a 7-0 run for Southwest, and now a 4-0 run by the Bobcats to resist 4 set points, and we are all tied up at 24 in set number 1. Bobcats serving with Leilani Diaz. She goes to Bartlett, trying to take her out of the play. She's right there, though, and she's gonna get it out, is the call. So she thought she had it right down the line and was celebrating like they had the point, but Diaz now with a set point for the Bobcats. A 5-0 run, down 24-20, now 1 point away from a set 1 win. Oyuela looking for her options. Bartlett dug in the back row, excellent save, down ball sent over by Gomez. Carry will go to Flores on Southwest side, and she hammers it home to tie it up at 25.
Gomez right on the left sideline chooses to go cross court wisely, in the South San Bobcats back row, a little bit on their heels, and weren't able to move up to it. Deuce, if you will, 25-25.
Flores goes right down the line. Diaz is there defensively. Here comes Gomez, but Carey down to both knees to dig it. Bartlett outside down the line, dug by Pardo. That's 4 for her. Gomez met at the net by Alele, still alive for the Bobcats. Really tough angle and a free ball for Southwest. Oyuela, Bartlett, dug by Pardo. That's 5 for her. And it'll be another Dragon free ball. Can they finish it now? Bartlett gets the call right on the line. Boy, that was as close as you can get.
Kayla Margraf is going to ask Angelina Munoz to go to the up official and ask if she can overrule the call here on the sideline. The freshman and JV officials have not finished their match over in the other gym, so we're still using students here for the linesman. But Kayla Margraf is not going to get that call overruled. All the South San Bobcats on this side maybe naturally reacted as if the ball was out. The official called it in, and it's going to hold. The up official had a great angle at it, and she had an opportunity to overturn it. She saw it differently.
Really tough break for the Bobcats, as now it's set point again for Flores and the Dragons. Pardo will just have to send it over. Really good opportunity for the Dragons, and you just cannot let Bartlett have that room. 27-25, set 1 goes to the Dragons. Back and forth we went, but the Dragons continue their dominance in set 1. You're watching high school volleyball on RC Audio Sports.
When you're hit by a motor vehicle, there's nobody that tells you that there's most likely going to be a billion-dollar insurance company protecting the driver that just hit you. It's a mistake to play in traffic, just like it's a mistake to go against an auto insurance company all alone. When you get into a car crash, don't fight the billion-dollar auto insurance companies alone. If you've been injured in a car crash, call Martinez and Associates today at 210-337-1111.
We're between sets here at the dungeon. The Southwest Dragons have taken the first set 27-25. We're going to take a live look in at our buddies MVBN2, the Medina Valley Panthers at Southwest Legacy, and it looks like they've got set point in the first set as well. The Medina Valley Panthers can secure a playoff bid with a victory at Southwest Legacy, and a Medina Valley win and a McCullum loss, coupled with a McCullum loss, and the Medina Valley Panthers have secured the third seed in 28-5A. MVBN2, they're carrying Southwest Legacy, and the Medina Valley Panthers here at the dungeon. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back.
Prom 2023 is just around the corner, and you want to look your best. At Rex Formal Wear, we've got you covered. Choose from a wide range of styles and sizes and let our expert staff help you find the perfect fit. Don't wait. Come in and reserve your tuxedo today. Visit now and be the talk of the night.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light.
We are live from Southwest High School, where we had both teams, South San and Southwest, exchanging points back and forth, neither team really getting in much of a rhythm until Southwest went on a 7-0 run. They were up 24-20 before a furious Bobcat rally put them 1 point away from winning it. They were up 25-24. However, Coach, a really tough break against the Bobcats, a call that could have gone either way, in or out, went in favor of the Dragons. And then Addison Bartlett, you really can't give her a second chance because she's always going to finish it, and she won set 1 for the Dragons.
Addison Bartlett, a second chance is, I always say, like dropping a foul ball. You know the next pitch is going to be a home run. You give Addison Bartlett if she misses and you give her another chance, she's going to nail that second chance every single time. The Bobcats and the Dragons will switch courts. Of course, the South San Dragons in their blue and white jerseys, black shorts and bottoms. The Southwest Dragons on the right court now, white jerseys, green shorts, and the libero, Serenity Carey, in all green. Second set, Southwest Dragons won the first one. Here we go, all yours, Brian.
Angelina Munoz, the senior outside hitter, gets things going for the Bobcats. Bartlett with the serve receive, Flores the outside swing, and the tool off the block for her gets the Dragons up 1-0. Starlet Oyuela, the senior setter, back to serve. She was responsible for that 7-0 run. She goes right at Gomez here. There is a touch on that swing from Martinez, but the Dragons able to keep it alive until Flores can't get underneath it, and it's 1-1 in set 2.
Just didn't have the body position that she wanted. She was a little lateral to the, she was a little perpendicular, if you will, to the net, and just wasn't able to get across. 1-1. Started second set just like we finished that first one, Brian.
Number 4, Leilani Diaz. She was responsible for the 5-0 Bobcat run. Her serve underneath it is Carey. Bartlett waiting for it, and patience pays off. Kill for Addison Bartlett.
Starlet Oyuela and Addison Bartlett, you just got to figure that they've got some kind of ESP going, but Addison knew just exactly where Oyuela was going to serve that assist up.
Flores going to Diaz. Having to chase it down is Munoz, and now it'll be Gomez able to get it past the dive of Serenity Carey. 2-2, set 2.
Boy, that didn't look like it was going to go well for the South San Bobcats, but they were able to fix on a long set over to the 10-foot line, and the the South San Bobcats really drove that one down.
Marilyn Alvarado, the first we've seen of her, the senior defensive specialist, goes with the floater. Flores gets to it. Oyuela right to Bartlett and swipes it home, does number 5. Her court awareness is just a thing to behold. Get a look at this replay. It's like she has eyes in the back of her head, knowing exactly where the Bobcats are not. And the Dragons up 3-2 in set 2 after taking set 1. Serenity Carey lifts the serve and gets the ace. There's the libero getting ace number 33 for her on the year. And the Dragons doubling up the Bobcats in set 2. A-team on full display there. Angelina Munoz to Ariana Gomez. That's the dynamic duo for the Bobcats. They'll like to see a whole lot more of that as they now head back to serve with Araceli Rangel. Rangel takes a breath, looks to her bench, then attacks Bartlett on the serve. It'll be curved behind her back, barely gets it over. Now Rangel pushes it to number 12. Kept alive. Dump attempt read by the Bobcats, and it'll be a down ball, barely over the fingertips. Bartlett, outside swing, dug by Pardo. That's number 6. We'll update you on that as the block is put down by Alele. So a point for the Dragons, but we have to point out with dig number 6, Evelyn Pardo, the libero, now at 1,500 for a career. Congratulations to her. 5-3 lead for Southwest in set 2. Bartlett, high jump serve. Rangel behind her back is going to be called for a double. It's the hardest set for these high school volleyball players behind their back, and you can see why. A little bit of a mistake there for Rangel makes it 6-3 Southwest.
4 straight points for the Dragons.
Bartlett puts some air under that one. Diaz has to back up to get it. Here comes Munoz from the outside. Bartlett, two-hand serve, and the off-speed of Kurd is denied. Dump attempt by Bartlett, dive there by Diaz. Beautiful read by Kurd defensively, back row attack, but gonna be called in the net is Alele.
Back row attack. I think that was a back row attack, Brian. Lele hit it, but she's on the front row, so not sure what that was, but the official gave us this.
6-4 the lead for Southwest. Ariana Gomez goes to Flores. Now comes Kurd. And another violation called on Southwest, this time a clearer one, 4 touches on their side. So letting the Bobcats back into set 2, 6-5 the lead for Southwest. Kurd having some trouble with the serve receive. Alele, the awkward angle, keeps it within the antenna. Nice decision by Munoz, but Kurd was able to get there first, and then a fireball by Flores is denied. Harry to a knee for the dig, right back to Kurd, and Kurd finds the bottom of the court. Both teams playing really solid defense, making each side really play out the points, and there it was finally Alyssa Kurd who makes it 7-5 Dragons. Emily Erfurt, that might have been out, but Pardo keeps it going. It'll be a down ball sent over by Torres. Erfurt, Bartlett, Kurd off the block and kept alive. Pardo bumps it back to Munoz, and Munoz gets the kill.
Watch this set by the libero, Pardo. A two-hand set, going a long way blindly, and Munoz is there for the kill.
Yeah, that is not something you see every day. The libero setting it up for the offense, and not only setting it up, but like you said, really covering some distance there. So Evelyn Pardo just reached that 1,500 dig milestone, but she can do some offense as well. Her serve. End up in a cross-court shot by Flores. Rangel to the back row attack, but Gomez tried to get it down there. Right back to Flores, and this time she does find the hardwood. Set number 2 so far, belonging in many ways to Sierra Flores.
Take another look at that Sierra Flores kill. They're right up in front of the libero and able to get to it. Pardo was.
Munoz dug by Erfurt, but then nobody's there to meet the second touch. Miscommunication for the Dragons makes it 8-7 in favor of Southwest. Still very early in set number 2. Dragons took set 1 by a score of 27-25. So we've been neck and neck all evening long here on RC Audio Sports. Nobody really wanted that swing. It'll be a free ball for South San, and they take advantage. No. Missed opportunity there for the Bobcats, who had a free ball to work with, but the Dragons catch a break, and they're up 9-7 in set 2. Nearly hit the face of Gomez there. Might have been better off not getting her fingertips on it there. Erfurth trying to save it. Bobcats get a point back and make it 9-8 in set 2. And be careful here with Leilani Diaz back to serve. The sophomore has gone on long runs so far. She attacks Erfurth. Oyuela. 2 options to work with. It ends up being Bartlett. Here comes Gomez from the outside. Erfurth right underneath it. Long push to Flores, and she puts it down. We told you, the set of number 4, Sierra Flores, 3 kills out of 10 points. Emily Erfurth will take a breather. She is working very hard defensively. Now the whistle will allow Flores to send her serve right over the top of the tape and down for the ace. Boy, it is all Sierra Flores right now. 11-8 Southwest in set 2. And coach, set 1 was a team effort, but dominated by Addison Bartlett. Bartlett kept a little quieter here, so what do? Another teammate steps up. Flores right now dominating. Difficult cut shot, but a dig for Flores, so she's there on defense as well. Bartlett dug by Gomez, and now Gomez will send over a free ball. Flores, Oyuela, Alele didn't get the rhythm she wanted, so now South San will attack. And Alele gets her hands on the block carry underneath it. Oyuela right back to Alele, but that should have been a 4-touch call. Instead, Bartlett dunks it down for a Southwest point. So sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, Coach.
Oh, man, and it's always nice to have Addison Bartlett on wearing your color jersey. She's right there at the net. Big joust, and she takes care of business. 12-8, a 4-point lead for the Southwest Dragons.
I don't think that swing from Alele got over the net, which is why I thought it was a 4-touch violation. Bartlett goes up to send it over. Dump in the middle of the campfire, and it'll eventually land for a Bobcat point. So they stop that run and make it 12-9 Southwest.
A 3-point run for Southwest extends the lead to 12-8, and here the last point, South San gets it and close the gap just a little bit, 12-9. Number 7 for South San stepping to the service line. That's Erilyn Alvarado, a senior defensive specialist.
Taking a look at her coach, Kayla Markgraf, seeing what the decision is, and she executes it to perfection right on the line. An ace for Alvarado. We joked the Bobcats could be known as the A-team. So many A's throughout their roster. Well, how about double A's? Erilyn Alvarado, and make it triple A with an ace. She'll try to do it again, down 12-10. Goes to Carey. Oyuela to the middle, and Bartlett hammers it home. Really difficult to get in the way of Addison Bartlett when she has some momentum like that. 13-10 Southwest Dragons in set 2. Right along the line is the serve from Carey. Out is the call. Ariana Gomez tried to do both, receive the serve and then attack. But that's why they serve the swingers like that. It's hard to do both. And we'll keep an eye on who Carey goes to again. This time the libero Pardo gets to it right off the top of the net. And like we said, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. A very fortuitous bounce makes it 15-10 Southwest Dragons in set 2. Looking to go ahead 2-0. You're watching high school volleyball on RC Audio Sports.
When we got a look at the gorgeous historic Hangar 9, we knew it was the perfect place for our wedding. It provided the blank canvas we needed to plan our dream wedding, and it fit our 370 guests easily. We had family come to Brooks from all over the world. We booked over 60 rooms at the Embassy Suite. It meant a lot to have our wedding at such an important historic landmark.
Revitalizing former military buildings helps us preserve our history like the Air Force Officers Club, which is becoming Southerly Coast and Comfort. People from all over San Antonio will be able to sit back and enjoy a meal in the exact place where history unfolded. Nearby, the former Air Force Chapel will be transformed into an exciting restaurant concept.
How confident are the Dragons? Well, they took about 10 seconds to discuss things over in that timeout. They're up 5. However, out of the timeout, it's Ariana Gomez with the kill to make it 15-11. Bobcats hanging around, really pushing the Dragons to their limit in set 1. Had to go all the way to 27-25. And the Dragons haven't played their absolute best volleyball tonight, but it's still been enough as they lead by 4 in set 2. Really close to the net there, has to be careful for Curd, and it'll go in favor of the Bobcats. The official telling her to look for her step next time. Look how close she got to the other side of the court here. It's a South San point. Two-handed swipe by Curd. Gomez over the top of the entire defense and hits the back line for a kill.
Again, Brian, the libero with a blind set went a long way to the left front, and the Bobcats take care of that.
Marvelous job by Evelyn Pardo to really keep her team in this game. Rangel, the rainbow, and an ace. 4-0 run after the timeout. Kayla Markgraf certainly knew what to tell her team. First it was Leilani Diaz, now Araceli Rangel. A pair, a senior and a sophomore, making it happen for the Bobcats. And now another point for South San. It is all tied up at 15, and now it'll be a Catherine Cortez timeout as we take a look at that last replay, Coach.
We promised you a highlight real play from Evelyn Pardo, and one-hand save there on the back row. We're going to keep it right here as the teams take a break. We're all tied up at 15 apiece. 4 straight points, or 5 straight points by the South San Bobcats to close it up. This is, it was back and forth and back and forth and during the, in the first game, but this one has really been a series of rallies, back and forth rallies. Again, Catherine Cortez telling her Dragons, you guys stay right there on the court. We don't have anything to talk about. You're doing just fine. Kayla Markgraf trying to get her group together, and we'll see 15-15 when we come out of this break.
Yeah, it has been a couple of quick timeouts, but I do think the Dragons are not playing their best brand of volleyball right now. Bobcats really muddying up the waters, and they've tied it up at 15. Another short serve by Rangel. This time Bartlett able to get her paws on it and stop that 5-0 run. A 33-4 squad, 11-0 in district play. So you have such high expectations for them. Not playing poorly by any means, just some miscommunications here and there that we're not used to seeing from the undefeated Dragons. Munoz, the cut shot dug by Carey. Curd will give it a shot from her outside position, but it's still going. Punched over by Munoz. Bartlett dump, read by Pardo. Free ball for the Dragons. Alele dug by Rangel. Now swiped over by Munoz. What a rally this has been. Curd finally finds the court. 17-15 Southwest after stupendous defense on both sides. Addison Bartlett takes a deep breath and readies her serve, but it is way behind the service line. An error by Bartlett makes it a 1-point game once more. Bobcats in 4th place in District 28-5A, looking for a big insurance win to keep them above the McCollum Cowboys. Strong serve by Gomez. Bartlett to Curd. Gomez is there for the dig. Rangel back set. Dug by Medina. And denied. Somehow chased down by Medina. Curd will give it a go again, and Rangel gets her paws on it. Middle, Alele covered though. Excellent job by Torres. Now the down ball by Gomez. Alele will get the point after that down ball from Gomez. Couldn't quite make it across, but this is high entertainment value. 18-16 Southwest in set 2.
You bring up the Southwest Dragons, maybe not playing their best game that we've seen them play. A lot of credit goes to the team on the other side of the net. The South San Bobcats really staying on the attack, that time an overpass, and they pay the consequences for that. 19-16 now for the Southwest Dragons, a 3-point lead as we approach that big 20-point threshold.
And you also see on a point like that where when the Bobcats do make even the slightest error, the Dragons are able to pounce on it. That's why it takes a nearly perfect game to beat the Dragons. But right there, back-to-back errors that time, way past the line for Gomez, and Coach Markgraf will call a timeout. It was right there for the Bobcats. They tied it up at 15, but now the Dragons up 20-16 in set 2. You're watching high school volleyball on RC Audio Sports.
You own property that begs for a solution? Tacho Tovar and GBH Real Estate Solutions is here for that. Any condition, any situation, any location. Cash payment. The experts at GBH Real Estate Solutions can handle foundation repair, total interior rough-ins, or any other property need. From start to finish, GBH Real Estate Solutions will be there to make sure the job is done right. Whether the solution is a ground-up project, total renovation, or modernization, Tacho will see it through. Call GBH Real Estate Solutions today, or visit their Facebook page to see many more examples of their fine work. Tacho is waiting to hear from you. Oh, and did we mention? Tacho buys houses.
Welcome back to Southwest High School, where the Dragons are up 20-16 in set 2. They took set 1, so looking for a 2-sets-to-none advantage. But look at that. A stunned look on the face of Ariana Gomez, who got herself a point on an overpass.
Ariana Gomez says, well, I'll take it. She's been working hard and been denied on a couple of kill attempts, and this time it was an overpass. It landed, as you said, right in the middle of the campfire there on the Southwest Dragon side.
Evelyn Pardo, however, can't catch any momentum. She swings into the net, makes it 21-17 Southwest. Alyssa Curd back to serve. Head coach Catherine Cortez for the Dragons has told us several times this year on RC Audio Sports, they know they're going to get every team's best effort. They're undefeated, and literally teams want to slay the Dragons. We are seeing the Bobcats' best effort tonight, but the Dragons doing an excellent job to respond so far. Touch at the net is the call. Angelina Munoz hit the fingertips of the Dragon defense. Dragons still look confused at that call, but it'll be 21-18, still Dragon lead.
The South San Bobcats playing some good volleyball here lately. They took the Harlandale Indians, who are sitting in second place last Friday, to 5 sets.
Munoz gets the roll and an ace. Teammates build a tunnel for her on the ace celebration, and it is 21-19 in favor of the Dragons, but Bobcats feeling good after those two Munoz serves. Switching up where she serves from, goes right down the middle. Down ball sent over by Flores. Big chance for the Bobcats. There's a touch on the swing by Reyes. Bartlett regroups. Flores out. And no touch. 3 in a row for the Bobcats makes it 21-20 Southwest.
For South San, Angelina Munoz, who's been a force at the in the front row, now moves to the service line, so she'll have 3 rotations on the back row.
Really difficult serve. Could have been called a double, and I don't think, oh, it did get the line. That's 2 really close calls along the line that have gone the way of Southwest, and a big one there makes it 22-20 instead of tied at 21.
Oyuela back at the service line for the Southwest Dragons.
Yeah, not who the Bobcats want to see at all. Gomez gets underneath it. Right side tool off the block. Eternity Saldana makes some noise, and there's point 21.
Boy, that's got to be a relief for the Dragons to get Oyuela off the service line after a single serve.
Absolutely, and at the same time, you get Diaz. Really strong server for the Bobcats. She goes to Erfurt. Oyuela sets up Bartlett, but perfect coverage by Munoz. Pardo out to Gomez. Angle wasn't quite right for her on the outside. And it's 23-21 Southwest. Missed opportunity there for the Bobcats.
Deborah Alele coming in for Emily Erfurt on the Southwest Dragons side of the court.
Some more size on the front row. What a shot. Eternity Saldana not disrupted by the block at all, goes right down the line. And she had herself quite a sequence before stepping to the bench. Big high fives for number 8.
Angelina Munoz on the back row having to serve as the setter for a couple of rotations here. She's been a force on the front row, but the South San Bobcats closing the gap nonetheless.
Marilyn Alvarado with her squad down 1 in set 2 will have an error. Puts her hands to her face. She came in for that purpose only, and now she heads back with her team down 2, and it's set point for Serenity Carey. Remember, the Dragons had 4 set points in set 1 before ultimately taking it, but they'll only need 1. Serenity Carey gets an ace and sends us to set number 3 with the Dragons up 2-0. You're watching high school volleyball on RC Audio Sports.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 walking on beams of light, 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 light.
The attorneys and staff at Quezada, Larmond, and Brignac PC earn their clients' trust by serving with integrity and honor. QLB is committed to getting its clients' lives back on track. We represent cases that fall into the areas of family law, probate law, civil law, HOA law, and real estate law. The QLB team stands ready to assist our clients in all litigation. Our attorneys have extensive experience representing hundreds of clients, and we're well versed in Texas law and well acquainted with the court systems. Whether you need a trust, will, civil, real estate, or family lawyer, you can count on QLB. We know that your family is extremely important to you, and as our client, it is important to us as well. We strive to represent our clients as effectively and efficiently as possible. Our divorce and family lawyers know that working through the impersonal world of the legal system does not match the emotions you may feel. That is why, whether it's divorce, adoption, or any other area of family law, we strive to reduce the anxiety and stress of the situation through caring, understanding, and clear communication. In San Antonio, call the law offices of Carlos Quezada at 210-606-6568 or visit us in person at 2823 East South Cross Boulevard.
Welcome back to Southwest High School. It has been a tight match, but the Dragons still maintaining their perfect record at the moment, 11-0 in district play. They've won by a score of 27-25 and 25-22. I'm Brian Jenselson here with Coach Robert Villafranca. It's been a great showing by the Bobcats, but the Dragons displaying their dominance even when things aren't perfect for them.
Indeed, very well said, Brian. The South San Bobcats have challenged and have forced Southwest to play a game that we're not familiar with when we watch so much of Southwest. But the Bobcats on the attack and keeping the Dragons on their heels, and really they're not able to get that attacking scheme that we have seen every time that we've been here at the dungeon. But down 0-2, backs against the wall here. This again, this game is it's interesting in that it's really not an elimination game for either, and it doesn't really get you a spot here with a win, but it's an insurance game. Both of these teams want it, Southwest walks away here with the victory, and they have virtually assured themselves of nothing less than a share of the district title. So South San victory there, of course, we talked about this before the game started. They're fighting for that 4th seed, and a victory for South San tonight would virtually, if not mathematically, virtually assure them of a 4th seed and over McCullum, with whom they're battling. But here, the Southwest Dragons up 2-0. Would love to walk away here with a victory, going to Harlandale High School on Friday, and knowing that the worst that can happen is a share of the district title.
My biggest question mark in this 3rd set, do the Dragons just absolutely fly through it? Because if you're the Bobcats, you have to be pretty demoralized to fight in the first 2 sets, but still come up empty. So do they still have enough left in the tank? The answer to that question on the first point of set 3 is not quite, as they get a 4-touch violation with Starlet Oyuela serving for the Dragons.
Boy, they had Angelina Munoz to set up, and she's been a force, but they just couldn't put it. A rare service error for Starlet there for the Dragons, even up at 1-1. But on the point prior, Munoz was right there on the left front, and they just could not tee it up for her, and couldn't get over the net. So an error, if you will, for both sides, 1-1.
Leilani Diaz given the go-ahead by the ref. She is taking her time, now ready to fire. Bartlett underneath it, looks like she'll get the swing. Has it sent right back by a double block. Now Reyes gets into position. It'll be out of the middle, and a kill for Angelina Munoz.
Let's take another look at Angelina Munoz's kill there. Just she knew it was coming. She's coming on the run, just the way a hitter likes to have it, and right down the middle. From the middle, right down the middle.
All eyes will be on the kill, but you have to credit Reyes and Saldana combining for the block on Bartlett's swing to really allow that possession to flourish. Now a tough spot for Oyuela, just taps it over. Right back and forth as if we're playing ping pong. Now Bartlett able to find the hardwood. But not often you see one touch, one touch, one touch like that in volleyball.
It looked like ping pong, as you said.
Tied at 2 in set 3, just getting going. Southwest Dragons winning 27-25 in set 1, 25-22 in set number 2. So they're looking for a clean sweep. Sierra Flores has been a big part of that. Her serve causing all sorts of problems, but the Bobcats get one to go their way. A down ball sent over that somehow found the line, and it's 3-2 South San.
Ping pong or pickleball, maybe. Just trying to get all my metaphors straight here.
Hey, pickleball is the new trend, so that is a good one to use. I have not played pickleball myself. You don't often see for the senior setter.
And Markgraf looking for a lift on that. The down official shakes her head no, and she's not going to get the call. All tied up at 3 apiece. The libero, Serenity Carey, at the service line.
Carey disgusted by that one. She knew she could have had a better defensive chance at that, but it'll go down as a Munoz kill. 4-3 South San in set 3.
Munoz has had an outstanding match here this evening. And talk about a repertoire of attacks. She's got them.
Carey's got a good look this time. Oyuela Bartlett, she is met defensively by Diaz, but a down ball will send a free ball for the Dragons. And down goes the point for Addison Bartlett. She's been sneaky tonight, finding just inches off the line either way. It makes it awfully difficult for defenses to play her. She is moseying on over to the service line. 4-4 in set 3. Bartlett takes some off of that. Out of the middle goes Torres. Didn't get a lot on it, though. And then the freshman can't put it over the top of the tape. 4 touches against the Dragons. Bobcats up 5-4. We saw Myra Medina get a big kill early in set 1. Haven't seen a ton from her since. Just 5 kills on the year, but Coach Catherine Cortez looking to new names off the bench. Out on the serve. Speaking of new names, Maricela Maldonado Munoz for South San came into the game for the first time right there. She'll stay in with it all tied up at 5. Pardo underneath the serve. And Carey tried the one-arm dig, but it wasn't going to work that time. Gomez puts the point on the board for South San, and they are up 6-5. Evelyn Pardo, the libero. Big night for her, crossing the 1,500 dig milestone. Now looking to bring her team back. Bird denied at the net by Gomez. Medina will try it. But 4 touches again. So a couple of really tough looks for the freshman. You can't really blame her at all. And she'll head to the bench now.
Casey Alana Medina will come in for Myra Medina. So Medina for Medina, junior for a freshman.
And don't forget about Madeline Medina, also the senior who's seen action for Southwest. That could have been a lift on South San. Either way, going to be a Dragon point. Their lead now just 1. Pardo, clean receive. Beautiful play out of the middle, but Gomez is dug, and then it falls in the middle of 4 different Dragons.
Hit the rafters, so it came down a little faster than gravity would have it. The Dragons weren't able to get underneath it. 2-point lead for the Bobcats here, 8-6. They're down 0-2 in sets, however.
3 Dragons chase that serve down. It'll be Flores denied at the net. Saldana right now doing a great job as a middle blocker, and then they tool off the block for Angelina Munoz, puts the Bobcats up 9-6 in set 3.
Angelina Munoz has shown up for the Bobcats here today, right to the block, unintimidated, and gets the point, gets the ball to fall on the Southwest Dragon side of the court.
She looks really confident right now. Flores looked like she lifted that one with the palm of her hand. Now a joust at the net will go in favor of the Bobcats. Eternity Saldana, the sophomore middle blocker, making her presence felt right now at the net. And it is 10-6 Bobcats.
You call it a joust, Brian. I think we had all 12 volleyball players inside the 10-foot line there for that last sequence.
Out of rhythm swing there gives the Bobcats a good offensive chance. Munoz cut shot is down. 11-6 South San, as they have answered our question. They are definitely here to play even after losing their first 2 sets.
Pardo again on that replay. She's hit the 1,500 milestone in digs. She's got some great assists here tonight as well. You're watching high school football on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel. We'll be right back.
The On Par Golf Academy at Mission Del Lago was designed and developed to offer not only the highest quality golf instruction in San Antonio, but so much more. With its experienced staff and its TrackMan indoor and outdoor training facility, On Par Golf has the capability to meet all your golf improvement needs. From its junior golf programming to its entertainment and hosting services, OPG has got you covered. So if you're ready to take your golf game to the next level, come see us at On Par Golf.
Well, obviously you're watching high school volleyball on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel, but with the attacks that are going on, sometimes it looks like a football game. So we thank you for joining us here at the Dragons Dungeon on the campus of Southwest High School. There it is, 28-5A volleyball, Tuesday night. Volleyball on RC Audio Sports.
Ariana Gomez remains behind the service line, a 4-0 Bobcat run. Right side dug by Gomez. Pardo bumps it up for Munoz. Munoz takes it off speed, and that is a double on Southwest. Look at these Bobcats go 12-6 in set 3. Such high stakes for them. They are in 4th place of District 28 5A, as the official now has a word with Angelina Munoz after that last point. But the Bobcats in a really solid spot. Ahead of the McCollum Cowboys, 4th place are the Bobcats, and they host the McCollum Cowboys this Friday, as Munoz now relaying the message to her head coach Kayla Markgraf. Should still be 12-6 South San in set 3. Bobcats down 2-0, but fighting back here in set 3. Flores continues to receive these serves. Not sure if it's working out the way Southwest wants it to right now. Carey covers the dump attempt. It'll be Flores down ball on the outside. Munoz there with plenty of time. Now she goes on the attack, but Erfurt there with plenty to spare. Flores, fireball, gets the kill. So an interesting decision, Coach. Sierra Flores continues to receive these serves, maybe taking a little out of her on the initial swing, but that time able to get the momentum in her favor, makes it 12-7 South San. Saldana denied by Flores and Bartlett. So 2 consecutive points. And mission number 1 for South San, get Oyuela off the service line. But that's an ace. You could hear it bounce off the court from here. Starlet Oyuela, ranked 39th in the state coming into this match. Now over 80 aces on the year, just unreal. This time no ace, it'll be a swing by Munoz, met by Erfurt down the line. Flores gets a look at it off the tape, and 4 touches called because the block wasn't what sent it back, it was the net. So a break for the Bobcats, 13-9 South San. Emma Reyes back in the game for the Blue Bobcats. Leilani Diaz waiting for the signal. Now she can deliver. Nearly a collision, but it'll end up as a Bartlett kill. Bartlett making sure to communicate with her setter there after the tight quarters. But nonetheless, a point for Southwest. 13-10 South San in set number 3 after the Dragons of Southwest took the first 2 sets. Flores to the libero Pardo. Across the middle goes Munoz. Carey gets to it. Bartlett, how does she get so much on it? Off balance is anybody's guess, but she is able to put it down for a point. 13-11 South San.
Great body control by Addison Bartlett there, and again the set not perfectly put where she wanted it, but Addison Bartlett makes it work. And indeed, how does she do that?
The world may never know.
Let me put it this way, how many times is she going to do that?
Reyes has had her struggles on the outside tonight, meets the top of the net and makes it just a 13-12 lead now for South San. So they've led by as many as 6 in this set. It was 12-6 in the 3rd set, but the Dragons aren't going to lay down quietly, are they? Sierra Flores, another serve. Blocked by Bartlett, and Alele keeping it alive are the Bobcats, and it lands in between Verstuft and Flores. Caught looking there were the Dragons, and the Bobcats maintain their lead. Can't let that happen if you're the Dragons. Those are the little mistakes we're talking about. It hasn't been crystal clear for the Dragons tonight. Saldana makes Carey chase it down. Now Bartlett stopped in her tracks, and another mistake by the Dragons makes it 15-12 Bobcats.
That was a little miscommunication. Bartlett wasn't sure if she was going to get the set or if it was going to go past her, if she was decoying, and Alele was going to get the set. The point goes, the confusion for the Dragons means a point for the South San Bobcats.
Saldana, line drive to Carey. Medina has to chase it down, and here comes a free ball. Two options there. It was Munoz. She couldn't put it down. Now it'll be Reyes down ball off the block. Carey bumps it up for Verstuft, and Verstuft gets her first kill of the night. 15-13, South San. She'll head to the bench with a flurry of high fives. Serenity Carey now serving down 2. Rainbow. Out on the swing from Torres. 15-14, South San.
You know, Brian, one of the things that I've been impressed with throughout this match is the composure on both teams. We talked about before this third set whether the Bobcats might be demoralized. I don't see any of that in their game. They're just methodical.
You are totally right. Oyuela sends over a free ball. Bobcats have to capitalize. Not what they wanted there. Munoz gives the Dragons a good shot themselves, and finished by Bartlett. Those are 2 consecutive free balls, meaning no attack by the Dragons, just a free opportunity for the Bobcats, and they have failed to capitalize.
15-15. I think we have been at 15-15 in both of the previous sets, and here we are again.
Munoz to Reyes. Just shoves it over. Now Bartlett right down the line, but it's out. One of the few times we see her miss her aim. So the Bobcats right back on top, 16-15. Angelina Munoz, the senior, you could see her glance up at the scoreboard, trying to will her team back in this match. Her serve goes to Carey. Oyuela then gets the set, and Bartlett from the right side, dug by Munoz. Here comes Gomez from the outside, the block at the net. It'll have to be Pardo from the back row. And that's going to be 4. No, Alele gets it over freely. Gomez, tough cut shot, hits the line and keeps it in.
Let's take another look at that. Again, a blind two-hand set to pass from Evelyn Pardo. She's had a few of them tonight, and good for the kill. 17-15, a 2-point lead for the Cats.
Bartlett. Kill. That simple.
Let's take another look at that one, Brian. I think the Bobcats were expecting that set to go forward, and the back set just caught them by surprise. They had to come back, didn't have a block set up for it.
And I feel like most of us humans are more comfortable on the ground. I think Addison Bartlett is more comfortable in the air. There she goes with the one-handed dig, but it'll go out, so a South San point. 18-16 in favor of the Bobcats, but Addison Bartlett certainly doing her part for Southwest.
You watch Addison play volleyball, and you just get an idea that she abides by a different set of laws as far as the law of gravity goes. So she's up there in the air for a lot of the game.
Here comes Munoz. She had an air the last time she served, able to get it on a line this time. Pardo gets the dig, more than 1,500 in her career, and it leads. Dina dug by Munoz. Now it'll be Gomez. Medina underneath it. And Alyssa Curd punches it down. Haven't heard from her in a while. Double substitution on the way for the Dragons. Flores and Erfurth back in there. Alele and Medina head to the bench, and it'll be Erfurth with the serve. Referee checking something at the scorer's table. And now we're free to go. Excellent tool off the block yet again for Ariana Gomez. She has mastered that move tonight, and the Bobcats are the first to 20-17 in set 3. Another pause here as the refs take a look, but Pardo delivers. Carey, Flores, and Flores finds the court.
Flores has been outstanding here in the match tonight. She seems to like that left front. And boy, she has really come through for the Dragons.
Lissa Curd picking her spots, goes to Pardo. Out of the middle there was Gomez, punched over by Bartlett. It'll be Gomez again, this time a better look, but she can't get underneath it into the net with the air, and it's 20-19 South San.
Angelina Munoz had to go a long way to get that pass or the set to Gomez, and just wasn't able to deliver it.
Then again, Munoz has to dive now, and a free ball for the Dragons. Flores waits for it, but the defense stops it for now for South San. Erfurth underneath the Gomez swing, dump denied, and it'll fall in favor of the Bobcats. Desperate times call for desperate measures. These players doing anything they can to keep it alive, but it's blackjack for the Bobcats, 21-19 in set 3. Remember, they lost the first 2 sets, 27-25 and 25-22, so they need these 4 points to stay alive.
They had set point in the first set. They've been right there with them, lost the second set by 3, and they've been right there all along.
And they'll inch closer with an Ariana Gomez serve. She goes underneath the tunnel of excellence, and they lead by 3.
So it has not been easy going for the Dragons by any stretch, even though they hold a 2-0 lead. Here come the Bobcats with a 3-point lead in the third set.
Flores denied in the middle by Saldana. Now a dig by Gomez. This Bobcat defense roaring. Carey underneath that swing. But Pardo meets it with perfection. Here comes Munoz, but she can't get it over. The dump attempt. And Pardo dives for the dig. Munoz rolling it off the tape, still going here. Can Munoz finish it? Not quite, Carey. Flores outside, meets her own side of the net, and the Bobcat bench erupts. 23-19, South San over Southwest. Catherine Cortez calls a timeout. You're watching high school volleyball on RC Audio Sports.
Prom 2023 is just around the corner, and you want to look your best. At Rex Formal Wear, we've got you covered. Choose from a wide range of styles and sizes, and let our expert staff help you find the perfect fit. Don't wait. Come in and reserve your tuxedo today. Visit now and
Y'all gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light.
The Southwest Dragons 11-0 in district play. Not only 11-0, they have only lost 8 sets this year in district play. Well, the South San Bobcats trying to make it 9. They are up 23-19 in set 3 and on the verge of perhaps extending this game. It'll be Ariana Gomez back to serve. Her team down 2-0, but 2 points away from sending it to a 4th set. She'll take her time. Now ready to fire. Erfurth underneath it. Bartlett to Medina. Defense of Martinez gets to it. Dragons still will get a pretty good shot out of it though. Pardo bumps it up. Erfurth doing her work on the back row. Here comes Flores from the outside. Out is the call. Bobcats set point in set 3.
Maricela Maldonado Munoz walked that one all the way back to the baseline and saw that it was going to go deep. Lets it go. Set point, Bobcats.
They'll have at least 5 set points to work with, but Ariana Gomez wants to finish it here. Flores with the serve receive. It'll go out to Medina. She gets it off the block and down. Keeps the Dragons going in set 3. Key minutes for Myra Medina, the freshman. Makes it 24-20 South San, and now Starlet Oyuela back to serve.
Boy, if you're rooting for the Bobcats, that's the last thing you wanted to hear. Oyuela, an outstanding server in the state of Texas.
gets the initial dig, then begs her teammates to get it over. Denied by Saldana, who is just a brick wall right now, but no brick wall is strong enough to deny Addison Bartlett. 24-22 as 2 set points denied by the Dragons. And a timeout now called by Coach Kayla Markgraf of South San. 24-21, South San over Southwest. You're watching high school volleyball on RC Audio Sports.
Introducing a new era in real estate investment. The JLM Real Estate Investment Team offers fast, simple solutions for distressed properties. Perhaps you've inherited a troubled property, or you have fallen behind on payments, or you don't have time to hassle with repairs. The JLM approach is built on ethics, understanding, and empathy. Jacob and Lisette Martinez promise you a hassle-free experience. Call them today.
You're looking at the Southwest Dragon bench, cheering on their senior setter, Starlet Oyuela. Star is in the name for a reason. Here she goes down 24-21, but another ace. You foreshadowed it, Coach Villafranca. Bobcats up by 5, but the last person they wanted to see is Oyuela. Pardo underneath this one now. Gomez out to Munoz. The block is there. Bobcats trying to recover. Carey gets to the dig. Bartlett punches it over. Bobcats trying to regroup here. Munoz met by Carey. It'll be Flores. Pardo gets to it first, but the point ends up with the Dragons. A 4-0 run for Southwest down to its final breath in this set, and it'll be another Kayla Markgraf timeout. What a frenzy here in Southwest High School. 24-23, you're watching high school volleyball on RC Audio Sports.
Hi, I'm from your local insurance agency. So sorry to hear about your accident. Here's a check. Sign this.
We just signed with Martinez and Associates.
You know this isn't enough.
Sign. Oh!
Come on, baby! It's a mistake to go against the auto insurance companies all alone. Just like it's a mistake to go against UTSA All-American linebacker Trey Moore.
Voted the best law firm in San Antonio 3 years running. Hire Martinez and Associates.
Four set points rejected by Southwest. Can they make it 5? Oyuela the serve. Carey the dig. Oyuela pushes it out to Flores, and Flores finds the hardwood. 24-24 in set 3, and now the Dragons back in the driver's seat. The Bobcats have worked so hard all game long. They had a set point in the first set, lost it 27-25. They were right there in the second set, lost it 25-22. Here, up by 5 with 5 set points, but Oyuela has sent back each one. Interesting alignment there for Munoz, and it doesn't work. And now the Dragons 1 point away from a clean sweep. Oyuela in the top 40 in the entire state of Texas in aces. Can she get one here? Not quite. Saldana way out, and this game is over. The Dragons defend their dungeon, and they win 26-24, 25-22, and 27-25 as they sweep the Bobcats out of town. You're watching high school volleyball on RC Audio Sports. We'll be back after a short break.
When you're hit by a motor vehicle, there's nobody that tells you that there's most likely going to be a $1 billion insurance company protecting the driver that just hit you. It's a mistake to play in traffic, just like it's a mistake to go against an auto insurance company all alone. When you get into a car crash, don't fight the $1 billion auto insurance companies alone. If you've been injured in a car crash, call Martinez and Associates today at 210-337-1111.
When you belong to a place as much as it belongs to you, you call it home. place to gather, entertain, and make memories near shops, restaurants, and green spaces. A place to raise a family and grow. Life is good here and getting better. And at Brooks, we are just getting started. Live Brooks.
Hi, I'm from your local insurance agency. So sorry to hear about your accident. Here's a check. Sign this.
We just signed with Martinez and Associates.
You know this isn't enough.
Sign. Oh!
Come on, baby! It's a mistake to go against the auto insurance companies all alone. Just like it's a mistake to go against UTSA All-American linebacker Trey Moore.
Voted the best law firm in San Antonio 3 years running. Hire Martinez and Associates.
Introducing a new era in real estate investment. The JLM Real Estate Investment Team offers fast, simple solutions for distressed properties. Perhaps you've inherited a troubled property, or you have fallen behind on payments, or you don't have time to hassle with repairs. The JLM approach is built on ethics, understanding, and empathy. Jacob and Lisette Martinez promise you a hassle-free experience. Call them today.
When you belong to a place as much as it belongs to you, you call it home. A place to gather, entertain, and make memories near shops, restaurants, and green spaces. A place to raise a family and grow. Life is good here and getting better. And at Brooks, we are just getting started. Live Brooks. When you
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light.
Do you own property that begs for a solution? Tacho Tovar and GBH Real Estate Solutions is here for that. Any condition, any situation, any location. Cash payment. The experts at GBH Real Estate Solutions can handle foundation repair, total interior rough-ins, or any other property need. From start to finish, GBH Real Estate Solutions will be there to make sure the job is done right. Whether the solution is a ground-up project, total renovation, or modernization, Tacho will see it through. Call GBH Real Estate Solutions today, or visit their Facebook page to see many more examples of their fine work. Tacho is waiting to hear from you. Oh, and did we mention? Tacho buys houses.
Hi, I'm from your local insurance agency. So sorry to hear about your accident. Here's a check. Sign this.
We just signed with Martinez and Associates.
You know this isn't enough.
Sign. Oh!
Come on, baby! It's a mistake to go against the auto insurance companies all alone. Just like it's a mistake to go against UTSA All-American linebacker Trey Moore.
Voted the best law firm in San Antonio 3 years running. Hire Martinez and Associates.
Introducing a new era in real estate investment. The JLM Real Estate Investment Team offers fast, simple solutions for distressed properties. Perhaps you've inherited a troubled property, or you have fallen behind on payments, or you don't have time to hassle with repairs. The JLM approach is built on ethics, understanding, and empathy. Jacob and Lisette Martinez promise you a hassle-free experience. Call them today.
I'm here with junior Sierra Flores of the Southwest Dragons. She just put on an amazing performance as her team gutted out a 3-set sweep of the South San Bobcats. The Dragons remain undefeated in district play, 12-0. Sierra, first of all, how do you feel after a very tough-fought game?
I think that this is a really big win for us as a team, and knowing that we have that on our backs is it's really hard for us to make sure that our mentality is always there every game from point 1 to point 25 every single set.
And I'm glad you mentioned point 25 because it wasn't easy for you guys today. In set 1, you were with your backs against the wall, set point for the Bobcats, and then in set 3, 24-19 the deficit, yet you still come out on top. What does your team do in those desperate moments to come out on top?
Yes, we just keep each other up, and we try to remember all the things that we know, and Coach helps us all the time. And we just remember to not get down on ourselves and just play the game that we know to play.
So now the district championship very much in line for you guys, but you have a very difficult test on the horizon, the Harlandale Indians. You beat them here last time, now you go to their house. What do you need to do to win that game?
We just need to have our energy up, honestly. I think that we have the higher ground on that one, and we just need to make sure our energy's up because they've got a loud crowd there too. And yeah, we just need to play our game, and I think we'll be okay.
Well, you heard it from her, the Martinez and Associates player of the game, Sierra Flores for the Southwest Dragons. We'll be right back after a quick break and wrapping up this Dragon victory.
All right, Sierra, there you go. Tony.
Hi, I'm from your local insurance agency. So sorry to hear about your accident. Here's a check. Sign this.
We just signed with Martinez and Associates.
You know this isn't enough.
Sign. Oh!
Come on, baby! It's a mistake to go against the auto insurance companies all alone. Just like it's a mistake to go against UTSA All-American linebacker Trey Moore.
Voted the best law firm in San Antonio 3 years running. Hire Martinez and Associates.
Introducing